Welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And we do full-length car reviews each and every week, and halfway through we stop for a segment called Questions, Coffee, and Cars. We spun it off. We're at number 143. How do you get a question in?
Follow along on Instagram at Motormouth_Andrea. Every Sunday morning I put a post out on Instagram asking for questions. Once we gather our questions, the post is deleted and we start the show.
Time now for Questions, Coffee, and Cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
What would be your top three-row SUVs in terms of creature comforts? I want to get the best SUV with the most features for the best price.
Well, I think best price, best features is Chevy Traverse.
I would also say that the Mazda CX-90 in the US actually has more features on that base model than we do in Canada. And there's some good value there as well. But I would say Chevy Traverse for sure.
And then you're going to go Grand Highlander from Toyota. And I'm not sure about the features, but the Atlas is another one.
Atlas is great.
Yeah. So those are the three biggies anyway. If you want the most space, it's Traverse, Grand Highlander, and Atlas are the big ones.
Great videos. Thank you. Do you know when the 2025 Lexus GX will be released? Would it be worth the wait? Do you know if the miles per gallon would be improved with this new model? Perhaps a hybrid option for the US. Thank you and keep up the excellent work. So there is no change for the 2025 GX gas model. It's the same. Fuel economy is not going to change.
It just came out.
It just came out. They haven't said when the hybrid is coming. One is coming. They haven't announced if it's even coming for 2025. Our neighbor has ordered a GX, Peter, and he went to the dealership, and I don't even think a 2024, at least in Canada, is available. So he's on the wait list. He's ordered it, and he's not sure when it's coming in.
So we do know that Lexus is introducing a hybrid for the LX. That's the bigger, more luxurious vehicle based on the same platform. So that is coming. And I can't remember the nomenclature was the LX 600. Maybe, which makes it sound like it's going to have more power, which makes us believe that it's going to have the V6-based hybrid system. So we're thinking eventually that's what will go into the GX. It won't be the Land Cruiser hybrid, which is the 4-cylinder based. It's going to be the V6 based that they use in Sequoia and Tundra.
Which personally, I think that they do need to do that. I mean, why would you put that buzzy 4-cylinder that's in the Land Cruiser in a GX? It's a Lexus.
No.
Initially, some people were writing in saying, yeah, it's going to get that, but that hasn't been confirmed.
I think the reason is that in other markets, maybe the Prado gets that or something like that. I think that you're going to basically see the V6 hybrid system from Sequoia in there.
In your opinion, what is the most affordable car brand in terms of build, quality, performance, reliability, warranty, and premium feeling? I have seen and driven many different brands, and for me, the most affordable car brand is Mazda for what you get for the price. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I would agree with that just because of your list. You're talking about quality. You're talking about reliability. Very reliable vehicles.
Wait.
Well, you're going to mention CX-90 and CX-70. Yes, it's had some issues with the transmission and software updates.
All I'm going to say are the legacy cars. The cars that they've been making for a long time with the Sky Active system and the 6-speed automatic. Yes, the newer models that Andrea just mentioned have not had the same success.
Haven't been reliable.
As reliable.
But yes, haven't, you know, like I'm saying about this transmission and software updates, there's been some glitches with the electronics too, I'm hearing from viewers. But from a premium feel in a non-luxury category, yes, I would say, and engaging drive, I would say that Mazda definitely has that covered.
You know, one thing I would say for Mazda in Canada is if you're somebody that does a hell of a lot of miles, like you do, you're on the highway all the time, maybe you're in sales, maybe you just drive a lot, their warranty in Canada has unlimited mileage or kilometers in Canada for 3 years. So if you do a couple of 100,000 kilometers in a year and you want to have a vehicle under warranty, that's not a bad way to go. I'm going to throw another one at you, Andrea, because basically you're talking about overall value, quality, and warranty. I would say Mitsubishi offers a very long warranty. that will keep you covered. They have a 10-year powertrain warranty.
They do.
Yeah, so that's something to consider.
And people get that mixed up. Some of you will write in and say, no, the regular warranty is 10 years. Occasionally, they do have a spiff, and they do offer that. And if you're lucky enough to get it, that's great. But most are, it's a 5-year regular warranty.
And that's what Hyundai did last year in 2024. They offered a 10-year warranty for Hyundai cars, but it was here and gone in like 2 minutes. Because Andrea just did looking up stuff on the Hyundai Tucson hybrid we're driving, and she says, it's not there anymore. I said, yeah, they must have put it on as a sales spiff.
But that's only in the U.S.
Yeah.
It's always been 5 years in Canada. But in the U.S., yeah, it was 10 years. And now I saw on the site for the Hyundai Tucson, when I looked at warranty, it says 5 years.
And the reason I say Mitsubishi as well is they have a lot of, well, all of their cars are legacy cars. They've been making them, and even the plug-in hybrid has been used in other plug-in hybrids for many years.
Your show is the best. Thank you. In my area, hybrid vehicles are very difficult to find. If I go on the dealer's website, they show a few hybrids on the lot. The rest are listed as being in transit. Last time I inquired about the hybrids on the lot, they told me that they had already been sold. They also didn't act like they were too interested in helping me find one. Can you please give us some hope that the manufacturers will be able to keep up with the demand for hybrid vehicles?
So I suspect that you're in Canada because
Yeah.
we don't hear this story out of the U.S. at all. And it might be some good news and bad news. The bad news is if Donald Trump puts tariffs on Canada, which he's saying he's going to do in the next few weeks when he gets inaugurated, the Canadian car makers, and they make two of the most popular vehicles sold in North America, are the RAV4 hybrid and the CRV hybrid. Well, I think you're probably going to be able to get one in Canada.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing, is that they cannot ship these vehicles to the U.S. with the tariff in place, because if Donald Trump decides that the tariffs are off, then you would have paid more in the U.S. for a RAV4 hybrid or a CRV hybrid. So that's just not going to fly. They're going to have to be careful with that. So there may be more inventory in Canada. But you are right. When you see that they're in transit, a lot of these vehicles have been sold already. If they are sitting on the lot, they've already been sold. Hybrids are so popular right now.
So we have a longtime viewer of ours, Gino, who lives in Quebec. He waited forever to get a RAV4 hybrid. Okay, so he's got a RAV4 hybrid, and the XLE, I believe, is the one he got. And he's been emailing me regularly, and he finally got it. He says, great, I love it. It's great. Good car. And he really wanted a Prime, the plug-in, right? And then I don't think it was, he put 8,000 kilometers on the car, about 5,000 miles. I think it was maybe 6 months he had the car. And then all of a sudden, the dealer says, oh, by the way, the RAV4 Prime that somebody else was going to get, they canceled the order and they don't want it now.
Yeah.
So they gave him, I think they gave him retail for his used car.
Wow.
And then he got the discounts on the plug-in from the Quebec and federal government, and he feels like he won the lotto. He says, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket now.
And also a great time for him to buy it, being in Quebec, because those provincial rebates are going away.
No, they've gone. Did you hear?
No,
they ran out of money. And they said they ran out of money.
And they actually stopped it completely? They're
Yeah.
not doing
No, they said they're going to have to reassess. The last I read that they were basically like, our pockets are empty, no more money.
Oh, I thought every year for the next couple years they were just going to lower it.
That was the plan, and then all of a sudden,
Yikes.
yeah.
I didn't read that. I did not see that come in.
What do you think that's going to do to EV sales, Andrea?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Love the channel. Thank you. Wishing you both all the best in 2025. Same to you. It seems that Ford has a real hit with the Maverick, with talk of other manufacturers developing something similar to compete in this space. From what I see, most people who own one don't buy one because they actually need a truck. It seems like many buyers just like the thought of having a truck. This makes me wonder, do you think a luxury compact truck would sell well? For example, what if Lexus came out with a luxury compact truck? Well, you've got Rivian, which is a luxury EV. Yeah. Some may say that the Tesla Cybertruck is luxurious. I would disagree with that, and it looks totally weird.
The price is luxurious. I mean, they're in Canada. I think they start at $125. I mean, why? But I don't think so. I think that really, because if you start, wait a second, Andrea, is that UPS?
Those are my boots I ordered. And
Okay.
I said to Zach, we have to sit here because it's coming.
The UP, the big brown truck is here.
Yeah, so we're
Okay,
going to take
here
a
he
pause.
comes.
We're going to take a pause.
No, I want to get all this on camera. You go out there. Don't forget you got your
No, I have
microphone
my
with him.
mic. I have to
And
go
take your
and
mic
take him.
and go sign for it. This UPS driver is awesome, by the
Oh,
way.
here he
Look,
is.
here he comes.
Oh boy, I'm going to go right now. Is it a drop or you have to sign?
So when we do these questions, coffee and cars, often we go somewhere else that's less busy.
Right here. So
But today, Andrea said, no, we have to do it here.
thank you.
So I can see the UPS truck. Is that a win, Andrea?
It's a win. And guys, they are my boots and I didn't have to sign.
So we didn't have to stay here.
We didn't have to stay here. But sometimes this brand makes you sign. They don't want to just drop and go. Anyway, he said no, he didn't have to sign.
You are going to see these Michael Kors boots in a future post on Instagram.
Yeah. So
How do you get a question in, Andrea?
Are we done?
No.
I'm like, what? No.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about
was
the
the last-
Maverick and
the Maverick.
a luxury brand.
I don't think so. I think one of the reasons why the Maverick is so popular is it's a compact SUV replacement because you have the back seats, you have 4 doors, and then you've got the added benefit of having a bed. And for some people, they'll go, well, maybe I'll just get that instead of getting a Ford Escape or something. I think that's one of the reasons why. Like, I would love a Maverick. Andrea, is that on my wish list? I would love a Maverick.
Oh my goodness.
Maverick
Well,
hybrid.
it is true. It's a more affordable option. Although when you start adding things, it does get up there in price.
Yeah,
but
but that's
still
just-
more affordable than if you were buying like a Tacoma, let's say, right? Or a larger pickup truck like an F-150 or a Silverado.
So I think back to the luxury thing is if you're going to have the money in the luxury space, there's lots of trucks with really nice interiors that you can buy from all kinds of brands.
What Toyota needs to do is they need to bring one out because a hybrid would just be fantastic for them. And I think people would just eat it up. You wouldn't be able to get one because it'd be so popular. Hi, Motormouth. Big fan and love your honest and thorough content. Thank you. I'm nearing the end of my 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee lease and not planning to buy out based on Jeep depreciation residual value. I love my Jeep and I'm struggling to find a new option to meet my needs. Looking for suggestions for a very comfortable midsize SUV or crossover. Good for stop and go Atlanta traffic. Can fit a dog in the back seat or trunk. Elegant infotainment and interior. Thanks, guys. So I think you want to go for, it sounds like, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is a larger 5-passenger vehicle. So if you are looking for something that feels maybe a little bit more upscale, you could always go for the Mazda CX-70. The
Murano.
The Murano, the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport is quite large and it'll give you that space that you like. But how about like something like the Lincoln Aviator?
Yeah, so the one of the issues with the Grand Cherokee is the price got pushed up. I don't know what trim you had, but yeah, the higher end trims were really luxury territory. I'm trying to remember, what year did the new Grand Cherokee come out? Was it 2022? So you might have the new model. I preferred the old one myself. You know what? I would suggest you're trying not to get a luxury. I don't know. What about it? If I was in that situation, I'd get an X5. Maybe you get a used X5.
It's pretty small in the back, though.
No, but if
The
you're
rear
just
seat
driving
is
it,
small.
yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, the rear seat is small
No,
in
it's
the
not.
X5.
We used to have an X5. It's way bigger than the old
Ask
ones.
people, you guys chime in. Anybody who's trying to put a car seat in the rear seat of an X5, it's a tight squeeze for people.
or a GLE.
GLE is better.
Yeah, but the thing is that we're getting right into the luxury space. I
So
don't
if you're
know.
thinking non-luxury, consider the CX-70, although the transmission is jerky in that model.
Well, he's saying he's using it for stop and go. That's the last thing you
Oh,
want.
yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that. Take that
What
one
about
off
the
list.
new Honda Passport? It's
That
kind
looks
of
pretty cool.
rugged looking, kind of cool. It's big. Zach and I sat in it. It'd be great for the dog.
There you go.
I
Honda
think
Passport.
that's kind of it. Hi, when you get your press cars, do you get to choose what trim or specs or colors, or they send you whatever specs they want to? They send us whatever they want to. Most of the time they pick the top trim because
Always.
it has all the features and they want us to try out the different stuff, like a 360 camera.
Yeah, they always send the top spec. So they always send the top spec. You know what a lot of car companies are really bad at? And if you're a PR person for a car company watching this, and they all do, the wrong colors. They send the crappiest colors. Don't send us a white car. White is terrible for photographs and terrible for video. Don't send us a black car. Black cars are terrible for video and terrible for photographs. Send us something that's different and unique. Like blue cars look great, red cars look good. You want to have green. You want to have something that has some pizzazz for the video. And so that is a problem. And once in a while, in the very odd case, we actually get a non-top trim, which is actually kind of nice for us to drive. The car that most people like usually buy, but they want to showcase all the features, and the only way they can do that is to send the top trim.
We did say to Mazda, could you send us the non-turbo CX-5? And they did, because we don't always want to drive the turbo. And then you get an idea of what people are buying, because they're not always buying the top trim. And you can see what the interior looks like. And it's nice to show that in our videos.
And when we go to a launch, it's always the top spec. So it's just, we're at a disadvantage when people say, oh, well, how come you're showing this and you don't have those? We don't have it. If we don't have it, we can't show it.
Although the Kia K4 drive event, that wasn't the top spec. It was the EX trim. And one of the reasons why they did it is because that's the trim that people buy, and they wanted to showcase
also,
that.
the 1.6 turbo wasn't ready yet.
Available, so maybe we would have gotten the 1.6T. I currently have a 2019 Chevy Colorado. I'm due for a trade-in, and I've been looking for a spacious and comfortable compact SUV. I find my Colorado to be very squished or crowded in the front for myself and a passenger. Is there any compact SUV that you would recommend that feels like you have lots of room and space, or do you recommend waiting and buying something mid-size like a Traverse or Sorento for more room?
Well, you're right. Actually, it's the side-to-side in those trucks are really tight.
So there are some compact SUVs that are spacious. The Honda CR-V, the Kia Sportage, and the Hyundai Tucson. Those three are best in class. Could go for something like we just mentioned, something like the new Passport. That's going to give you the space, or the Atlas Cross Sport.
Yeah, they're really big though, yeah.
They're big, but you did mention the Traverse. I don't know if you want the third row. You could just go for a larger 5-passenger vehicle.
I'm going to throw one out there, is the Chevy Blazer gas. That's one that we forgot about in the last question. The Chevy Blazer gas, not the electric, is quite big, and that's a 2-row 5-passenger utility.
How would you rank all the generations of the Miata? NA, NB, NC, and D?
I like the design of the NC. I like the more rounded. When they came out with the ND, I wasn't a fan. It's grown on me since it's been out, and it's really grown on me now that we bought one.
I really like it. The other one that I like too is the NA, because of the pop-up headlamps. I think that looks cool, and it's really retro looking. And then I would say NC, NB.
They're all good.
They're probably
buy
kind
the one
of
you
even.
can get.
Anyway, ND for me is first, because we own one.
I do like the new headlamps. I think they look better. All right. How do you get a question in?
Follow along on Instagram at motormouth_Andrea. Every Sunday morning, I put a post out on Instagram asking for questions. Get them in quickly. The post is only up for a short time, and then it's deleted, and we start the show.
See you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see.
Andrew's always get the last word in there. Oh, I got it in.
You got it in.
That's what she said.